Mic check, mic check. Okay, I think we are good to go. Hope y'all are having a good Saturday, or if it is not Saturday wherever you are, a happy whatever day it is. Let me switch up my headphones because I prefer to just have them in the one right ear. So my missions today: destroy a card, inflict damage, special summon, and I got this declare an attack one that's still kicking. I got 3,000 gems. I don't know if they've like announced whenever the next update is coming, but maybe it would be a good idea to but anyway, let's do some ranked climbing. It's been a bit since I've been on stream. Here's my deck list right now. It's probably not perfect, but it was good enough to get me to Diamond last season, so I'm kind of just rolling with it. The two Tenyi spirits are here because it kind of just, the math was working out that I needed a few other, like, worms. And I just preferred having the ability to recycle my sword souls that are banished as opposed to Ashuna locking me to worms for the special summon from deck, or the I tried running this with Vishuddhas, but what I liked about the Adharas is, like, let's say I get stuck with a Longwan on board, and I haven't normal summoned yet, and for whatever reason I didn't discard the Adhara, I can go into a Yazi. It, like, hardly ever comes up, but when it does, it's not terrible. However, let me just double check this before I start talking out of my butt. Is this how Vishuddha is spelled? This is a level 7, and a level 7 plus Ash Blossom does make Barone. Actually, it technically makes any of my level 10s, I think. So maybe I do go for Vishuddha. I mean, there might be a case for don't play any of them and play, where is it? Arch Nemesis Protoss, but A, I don't have it, and I don't really want to get the crafting points to get it, and, actually, I don't think I would even have the attributes in this deck to pull it off without, I might, because if we hand trap somebody, we've got either Earth or Fire in the grave. If we make the DPE, we have Dark, although we tend to prefer to banish these for their effects, or for Celestial's effect. Moya is a water, long ones. Actually, I might be able to run a Protoss, but I think for now we're going to run with this. I think realistically, what I would actually prefer to be doing is running like 3 Lightning Storm, maybe 3 Droplet, like just a huge going second, like a blowout deck. But similarly, I don't have the dust for it. Also, if anyone has any ideas of decks I can build, I am all ears. I have a lot of like for fun decks built, but they aren't really good for ranked climbing, so I kind of don't use those until I get to Diamond 1. It might be nice to have another deck that can like climb to Diamond. I think I actually have a lot of the Virtual World package, but I don't know if I have enough of it. Let's try for the Mogi. I can't remember if we got to choose if we were going first, or if my opponent chose to have us go first. What do you got? Maxi. I have an Ash for your Maxi, sir. So I'm gonna play around Nibiru here. Because I've been noticing Nibiru coming up like more and more on ladder here. Let's go for our Barone first. We're gonna use the tuner over here so that we can put Barone in this spot. We'll burn them for 12. And then we'll make a Chi Shao. And I think we're gonna grab a Blackout. Or there might be an argument to get Emergence here just to have a follow-up play if our board gets just ripped apart. But I think Blackout is better because it's more disruption. Ooh, we have Nibiru now. I think we take Blackout. It's kind of crusty because I like never want to see the Nibiru in my hand, but at the same time, it's pretty good. Like it can win games. Okay, we got Kaiju. Kind of expected that. Okay. So are we just dead now? It's the million-dollar question. Two summons. I have no idea what the Ancient Warriors deck does, but I am just going to like hope here that we are not dead. Okay. 3 summons. Don't do a whole lot of summoning from what it looks like. Okay, I think we just Prosperity for 6 here and hope they don't have an Ash. We need a starter. These 3 I pretty much always banish. They come up, but they don't come up enough that they're worth keeping. Do we want the second Chi Shao? We actually might. I think the Omega is not as good here. We probably won't be making Yazi this turn. I don't know if Crimson Blader is good against this deck or not. I think I'm going to get rid of the White Aura Whale. Okay, no Ash. That's what we like to see. So I think we're grabbing Taya here. Of course, I say Yazi's probably not going to come up, and then we do find the emergence. So let me just double check this guy's effect. One card from your hand, your field to the graveyard. Okay, yeah, we have to kaiju this first. Because we need this to go through. We have 0 disruption once our combo starts going. So if they start to just hand trap us to death, we're in trouble. We banish... I like to banish the long one, because usually I find that's the one that I end up wanting to recycle. Oh, I could Boxia. Or I don't know. Cannot normal or special summon level 5 or higher monsters. I wonder if the fact that I can't kill him this turn makes Crimson Blader worth it. I think we go for the second Grandmaster because we want the extra monster negate is good, and then it also gets our blackout back online, which is I think what we really want. So Taya dump. Oh right, we can't recycle because I took out the one that recycles. Let's send a shoulda. And let's add an emergence to hand, so that assuming that we live to the next turn, we have whichever Sword Soul monster we want, basically. We out our Kaiju. The Boxia might have been nice because we could shuffle back the Kaiju and then use it again, but if we get into a situation where we need a second Kaiju, that's on me, I think. Okay. Well, I guess we black out here, since we're gonna lose our card anyway. Okay, I probably should have Crimson Bladered. I think that's on me for just not knowing what this deck does. I think it's actually fairly low rarity. Maybe I'll build Ancient Warriors at some point. The only thing I know about Ancient Warriors is that their Link monster is used in, like, Tri-Brigade, because they can, like, cheat it out. Uh-oh. I think we want to go first. I honestly sometimes feel like the Sword Soul deck is just better going second. Maybe that's just me. Uh-oh. Did we disconnect? Okay. No, it was just taking a longer than usual time to load. So... 5 cards in the extra deck. I would almost bet my bottom dollar that this is some sort of Numeron or going second OTK deck. It's probably not like... opponent to the shooter. I think we don't prosperity here. We would much rather dig with a draw and a search. Like getting two cards, one of which is random, is probably better than 1 out of 6 cards. Grab Long Lawn. Activate Long Lawn, pitch Bashuda. And this is where they Nibiru me, and I regret not just making Barone and passing. What is especially curious to me is that it seems like they have opened no hand traps. So we're gonna set the prosperity to like bluff Blackout, because we can get them to spend more of their cards removing back row. That is, like, if we make them play around it, that's just better for us in the long run. Especially if, oh, is this just the deck that does nothing for 20 minutes? I was hoping we wouldn't find these today, but maybe we will. So, how's everybody's day going? There's no way in hell I'm surrendering to this thing. Konami really needs to do something about these things. Like, I don't even particularly actually mind bots that much. Like, they're annoying, but it's like, people botting in online games, I feel like, is just to be expected to a certain degree. Like, the problem with this particular one that I even would say I didn't have with, like, the DD Dynamite one, which was also annoying, but, like, at least the DD Dynamite one is playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I can do things to try to outplay the bot. Like, this is just, I'm not playing the game, I'm just sitting here. And, like, I took the time to think out all my plays and stuff, and we just have to sit here until the bot runs out its, like, 500-second timer. There we go. And, like, what really gets me is, like, sometimes I, like, get up to pee or whatever in the middle of a match, and I come back and I've gotten a loss. like it's like you're punished more for being a human player who gets distracted for like a few minutes, which I think is honestly like, I don't personally like it, but it's fair. I get it. I get not wanting your like players to sit there and wait for somebody who like stepped away. But like that standard is being enforced on human players and not on the robots. Like honestly, there is a first of all, we bricked, which is not great. But like I've noticed a lot of the bots have like the default player icon and these like katakana names that I don't know how to read at this point because it's been many years since I did anything with Japanese, but I know that's what that is. So like there is a non-zero chance that this is just another bot. Yep. Even though we bricked, we're gonna win, but now I just gotta sit here and talk and keep this interesting while we wait. Like, honestly, tell you what, I have my deck that I have been playing in paper here somewhere. I have my Yu-Gi-Oh bag right here. Maybe we'll just do a deck profile while I'm sitting here waiting. So, for those of you who do not know me, I play Foulanderies in the paper game. I do not actually think the deck is that good. It is definitely annoying to play against, but it's very beatable, especially in the current format where Branded is like maybe the deck that you're going to see the most, at least in my local area where I play. Because they can kind of play through D-Shifter. I have even contemplated taking Dimension Shifter out of this deck, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me organize these cards real quick so that I can show you everything in the deck. This is a spice card. Definitely looking forward to showing you guys this. Still waiting, by the way. Okay, like here's all the standard stuff. I'm just gonna keep all of my one-ofs like in one pile, and I'll just run through those all with you. Hey, there we go. Connection failed. Alright, we can keep playing. I will keep organizing this once we get into our next match, because I am like 90% sure, given how this is going, we may end up just facing bots the whole night. So I don't want to like assume anything, but there is this follows that similar pattern of default icon, katakana name. On the bright side, I am almost done organizing this deck. Okay. So Let's grab... I'm gonna play this like it's a real game, just in case. But I have my suspicions. Okay, this is all organized so I can show it to you later. Let's play Master Duel first. Moyi, reveal Taya. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure this is a bot because they have not even had an opportunity to hand trap me here, and I feel like most human players draw at least one hand trap. And long one. Activate long one, pitch Taya. Special summon Barone. Honestly, Fusion Destiny here is like probably a little bit greedy, but I think we do it. Like, I think the only thing Fusion Destiny opens us up to here that we weren't already open to before is raw sphere mode. Which, like, I don't want to say like I've never seen, but it's definitely not as common as like Nibiru. Okay. Alright, we're sitting in the draw phase again. So, while we're waiting, let me take you through this Flunder deck. I have not taken it to a regional since this latest build, so I can't like tell you, oh, it's topped, but like it's been doing well enough at my locals that I think it could top a regional, or at least like top 32, depending on how much it bricks. But as we'll get into, I think this build bricks slightly less than the, not the popular build of the deck, but the popular budget build of the deck that doesn't use Prosperity. But anyway, make sure you can see these. 3 Rabina, standard. Don't think anybody is arguing on that. 3 Eaglin, also standard. The Rabina searches the little stuff in your deck. Eaglin searches the big stuff. I don't think anyone is going to dispute that. Now, in terms of a non-standard ratio I have in the deck, I am playing 2 Stree. Because of some other deck building decisions I have made that I will get to in a bit, you really kind of need one extra level 1 bird. And between Stree and Taken, I think Stree is just better disruption. And like, some people don't totally give Stree enough credit for like, if you open like any card that searches from the deck and then like goes to the graveyard, like a Pot of Duality or anything really, like a Stree plus map is still full combo. as long as you can give yourself that card to banish. Let me get into some other 3-ofs here real quick before we get into all the 1-of monsters and stuff. 3 Magnificent Map. This is an amazing field spell. You want to be running that. This is, I would say, the best card in the deck. Yeah, the map is the best card in the deck, but it's like very closely followed by a few, one of which is the Advent of Adventure. Thank you for surrendering, robot. This we also run at 3. It is a searcher. It is a protector from Valor and Imperm, which are... I actually think they're not even the best hand traps to run against Flunder, and I haven't been seeing them too much. But when they come up, you want to have this in your hand, and you should play like they have it. You should always avoid using this until you have started your combo, unless you absolutely have to use it. Let me see. That is all for my 3-of Flunder cards. Before we get into the other staples, let me just run you through my 1-ofs real quick. I am playing just 1 M-Pen. I have seen a lot of lists running 2. I don't think it's a bad idea per se, but the deck already, in my experience, has some problems bricking on too many high-level monsters. So I think you should avoid the extra M-Pen just because going from 3 to 4 huge birds in your deck is just giving you that many more chances to draw an unplayable opening hand. Of the cards you could get in the opening hand, M-Pen is definitely the least bad of them, but I still think you want to search this. You don't want to draw this, so I prefer not to play it at 2. I think if I were to tweak some ratios, I would run that at 2, but I will get to that after I've run through the rest of the list. The 1 Taken's good. The other reason I don't think you need 2 M-Pen is because Taken is so good at recycling M-Pen. Even if M-Pen goes to your grave, you banish it with one of your Strees, you grab it with Taken, and you can just recycle it that way. I even think, I don't do it most of the time, just because I regularly get into a game state grindy enough where I need to do that, but you could just tribute your M-Pen for one of your other tribute summons, go through a Stree, go through a Taken, and get your M-Pen back that way, and keep recycling its search effect. Other 1-ofs, Barrier Statue. Honestly, most decks have plenty of ways to out Barrier Statue in the deck at this point. You need to have ways to protect this to make it stick. I would say don't get into this deck thinking Barrier Statue Pass is going to cut it, because it usually doesn't. What this really does is it makes them use up their battle phase so they can't OTK you on turn 2. And then this buys you enough time to get to your turn 3 to get your bigger birds out, and you do the, not quite the OTK, but you get the kill in on turn 3. You do not want to be... You can win the grind game with this deck, but at the same time, you really do not want to play the grind game if you don't have to, is the way I see it. Big birds, 1 Ryza and 1 Apex. Pretty standard at this point. I actually end up going for the Ryza a lot more often than I go for the Apex, specifically to protect that barrier statue. Shuffling the normal summon back into the deck is so good. I mean, not even shuffling it, putting it back on top is usually pretty good. The fact that it blanks draws, is... I think it actually doesn't come up that much, once again, because you want to be killing on turn 3 if you can, in my opinion. but it's still pretty good. You can recycle it. You can use it to... Oh, I think we got an actual person this time. Let's go for Emergence early here. Because I want to see if they have an Ash. They do have an Ash. I am glad I did that then. Now we can go for our Ecclesia and not have to worry about being ashed. If they have Max C here, we're in trouble, but I think we still do okay. Nope, Ash may have been their only hand trap. Nibiru is also a concern here, but unfortunately, I don't think there's really anything we can do about that. Well, let's show the Taya. We don't want to show that we drew Blackout. I'll get back to that deck profile in a second. Since we're actually playing a human person, I feel like I should dignify them with an actual game. Honestly, I'd be interested to build Sword Soul in person. I know the deck has been doing very well at YCS Hartford and like the nearby regionals to me. I'll have to look it up, but I think I remember the deck being kind of expensive, and you kind of build it for going second, which usually means like lightning storms and all that stuff. Also, drawing the Fusion Destiny is very good here. So we pitch the Taya. So if they Nibiru this, we're honestly probably still in an okay position because we just go DPE. I think we set the Blackout even if we don't have Worm, just because making them play around that is so good. Let's burn them. And our last card in hand is Maxi. I mean, this was the God hand. I don't think... I would be very surprised if they can play through this. Like, if this is the Sword Soul Mirror... unless they like try to lightning storm us or something, we just save the Baron negate for the long one. Uh-oh, is my internet dropping? Never mind, we're good. No, we're not gonna Baron. I mean, yeah, if we just negate this with Chi Shao, what honestly is his play here? Like, if we negate this, not only does he not get the send, but it stops the banish to add poly as well. And against this deck, I think I don't want to like say anything I don't know, but hold on, let me check. Send it to the graveyard. If it left the field by this effect, so honestly, I think we just DPE, keep him off Darklaw. Like, Darklaw isn't even really bad for this deck. All of our stuff that we want is already on field. DPE back next turn. This should just be game. Okay. Do we let the called by go through? I think we do. Like, we can deal with our... Actually, the fact that they have called bide just means that they definitely can't use their own DPE now. Honestly, like, what could they make that would actually be scary here? Let's just max seed. Let's take a free draw. Like, even if they DPE, it's negated because it's been called by. Like, the only other one I can think of that the hero deck might run specifically is Dystopia. But I think we don't have to worry about that. I mean, regardless, they sent materials for a DPE, which is negated because of their called by. We also drew Ecclesia for turn. They were just never going to win. Oh, we could even get an Ecclesia back from our graveyard, just like for fun. I think we let them keep going, honestly. Like, what can they really do here? Like, we're gonna get a full hand back. Sure, let's negate and destroy this. I honestly think there is just no coming back for this guy at this point, but... do we let him keep going? Yeah, I think we do. I mean, at this point, we're just gonna keep drawing cards, right? Like, we're just gonna find the out eventually if we haven't already. Yeah, there we go. You know what? Let's even just black out, clear their board. Just to make sure that DPE doesn't become a problem. Oh, you poor fool. You negated your own DPE. And yeah, we'll take the Ecclesia from the graveyard, just because. Oh, you know what would be, like, hilariously BM? Sure, we'll summon the Tile, why not? we could use the Barone to get back the Mogi, and then make Psyframe Omega and loop the last card out of their hand just to make sure it's not Nibiru. I think we do that, because I think we can kill them through this anyway. Actually, we may have some trouble if we can't find a Longwan pitch. But I think we'll be fine, because we haven't even normal summoned yet. Yeah. Psyframe Lord Omega. Oops, I didn't even mean to do that. I guess we Taya pitch Vishuda. This is actually slightly annoying because we didn't get to use Taya's banish effect to make a token, but we can still make this happen. Last card was Destiny Hero Plasma. They were never winning this. So we could make a token. Yeah, I think we do. Let's go Ecclesia. Or let's get a Taya again. Oh, if we go Taya, banish Blackout, we get 2 tokens, which is 2 level 8 synchro summons. So we're definitely okay. Let's just make a Draco Berserker. Let's make our other Chi-Shao, because the other ones don't really do anything here. And then whatever we add off Chi-Shao, we just pitch for the long one and we win. Shout out to this guy for letting me do all of this. This is incredibly BM of me. But he is still allowing me to go full combo here. Oops. No, we do not want to make Verte. Our DPE is spent. By the way, so glad Verte is gone from the TCG. Do not miss DPE whatsoever. Let's make the Sword Sovereign. Like, honestly, in the TCG, thinking about it, if I'm playing Blunder and ID Shifter, like, it's against Sword Soul, they kind of want a bunch of banished cards for the Cheng Ying. So, like, making whatchamacallit, making them banish everything for their Sovereign probably doesn't even do anything. Plat 1. So where was I at with this deck profile? We talked about the big birds. Okay. Other one-ofs. 1 terraforming. Extra copy of the field spell. We want to find that field spell in a little bird. It's just really good. It's basically a 4th copy of the field spell. Called by the Grave, because hand traps are this deck's enemy. There is maybe an argument to running a crossout designator package, but I think as a Flunder player, you just lose to so many kinds of hand traps that if you were to run them all as crossout targets, you would have more bricks in your deck than you would have actual deck to use. So that's why I don't run crossout. But as a one of, this definitely helps when you draw it. And it just has like niche uses. If like a branded Despia player pitches Tragedy off of opening, you can at least stop the Tragedy from going off. Like, it's good. You should play this. Any deck that exists right now should be playing this as a one-of. I honestly think hand traps are so strong in the game right now, this could come to 2. Probably not 3, but 2. But that's just my opinion as someone who plays a deck that can't afford to play the adventure token engine, you know, other engines that give me an Omni Negate to protect from a hand trap. Like, I would love to have an extra called by, but I don't know if I should be making that call when there are a lot of other decks that could probably abuse it that I just don't know about. And then my other one of Harpy Harpist. It is somebody at my locals whose name I don't remember told me about this. They don't play Fluwander from what I know. But they told me other people have been doing this, and I tried it out, and I really like it. The timing is a bit weird because it's one of those when this card is summoned effects, so it does have to be the last thing that happened in whatever chain. So you kind of have to do this at the end of a series of Flunder things where your opponent has not, you know, also done things on the chain. But if you can get this to stick in a way where its effect will go off, it is a way to bounce a Ryza that's stuck on your board, so you can be, for example, greedy with a Ryza. You can return 2 cards on your opponent's board, 1 to the deck, 1 to the hand, instead of doing the usual 1 from field, 1 from grave, and then bounce the Ryza back. You can be more aggressive with your Ryza plays. It is another way to protect the barrier statue, because you can either bounce just whatever stray birds you may have on your board, or you can bounce the barrier statue if an effect is about to go off that would destroy it. You still don't have the barrier statue on field at that point, but you can at least reuse the barrier statue. If this card goes to grave and you don't already have your barrier statue for whatever reason, in the end phase it can search the barrier statue, which is rarely actually good but very funny. And honestly, in the mirror match, sometimes it just comes up that this is a 1700 beat stick. Like, it can get over every bird for a not insignificant amount of damage. Honestly, even against decks like Despia and stuff, in a simplified game state where you're playing beat stick over beat stick, 1700 gets over a lot of the smaller stuff in this format. So I endorse the one of Harpy Harpist. And that is through all of my one-ofs. I am not main decking DD Crow anymore. Ever since DPE was effectively banned by the loss of Verte, I have not been seeing enough games where DD Crow comes up game 1 that I have elected to side deck it. I'll show you my side deck in a bit. and I'll maybe talk about it more when we get there. But for now, uh, you also may have noticed that I wasn't playing one of the continuous spell because I am playing two. This thing is crazy. Now, if you're playing Pot of Extravagance or Pot of Prosperity, you should not run this at 2, because the reason I am running it at 2 is because of its ability to unbrick my hands when I open too many unplayable birds. But if you are playing Prosperity or Extravagance and you draw this plus one of those, you would always rather activate the pots. And so, as you can imagine, by the way I'm talking about this, I am not running either of those. I think the build of the deck that uses Pot of Prosperity is better than my build of the deck, but Prosperity is like $100 a copy. So, I am running this budget build that's using 2 of the continuous spell instead. And obviously, the effect to send an opponent's monsters to grave to tribute summon your cards is just so good. The fact that it says card is just insane. The fact that you can, like, tribute over a branded in red or something, and they can't, like, respond to this because it doesn't start a chain is insane. Very good card. I enjoy playing it at 2. If you are playing Pot of Prosperity or Pot of Extravagance, although I will get into why I don't think you should run Pot of Extravagance in this deck in a bit. But yeah, very good as a 2 of. I like it a lot. It helps unbrick, and that is the main way this deck loses, I would say. Like, part of the reason this deck, I think, just cannot, like, get top 1, you know, place first at any event that I have seen it at, is just that you are going to lose a certain percent of the games you show up for to yourself not drawing playable hands. And speaking of unplayable hands, to kick off our generic good cards, 3-Dimension Shifter. I don't know how to feel about this card, honestly. It does, against a lot of decks, instantly win you the game because they cannot play through a Macrocosmos-like effect. However, Branded Despia can absolutely play through this. I go back and forth on whether it is worth keeping in the deck against them or not, because it does get keep a lot of their cards out of the grave, and they do like to use cards from their grave a lot. You know, Branded in red, I think targets in grave. I'm not 100% sure if it also can target banished. Branded Opening has an effect if it's in the grave to banish itself to protect a fusion monster. Yeah, against the Branded matchup, this isn't like a game-ending card like it is against others. Like I was talking about when I was playing the Sword Soul match just now, Sword Soul kind of likes to have a bunch of banished cards. It's not ideal, but they absolutely can still do things if you're going to banish their cards. Like, this is very good. I don't want to give the impression that people should be, like, cutting it from the deck entirely. I just think that this is not as much of a powerhouse as people make it out to be, especially because if this is not in your opening hand, it is the worst card in your deck. If you have a single card in your graveyard, this thing is dead. And that's the other, like, minor benefit to running 2 Unexplored Winds. If you, like, shuffle back cards and you draw 1 Shifter and another card that's not Shifter, the Shifter is still playable. Whereas if you Extravagance and you grab a Shifter, the Extravagance is just, or the Shifter is just dead on arrival because you had to use the Extravagance to get it. Like, for now, I am not cutting this card, but I think there is an argument or a world where you build the deck without this and you still do pretty well, if not better, depending on what you put in place of it. But yeah, that's my controversial take. Shifter is a very good card, but not necessarily as good as everyone says it is. You should still play it, but don't play Shifter and expect that to be good enough to win a game in this format. We've also got 3 Pot of Duality, because we have to find a copy of map and a copy of a bird in our opening hand. This can usually get you one or the other. In this deck, my ratio of birds to maps is slightly higher, so more likely to find a monster. But honestly, that's like kind of the risk you take with this deck. This also just helps you dig for other starters, hand traps, what have you. If you've already got full combo, I would still activate this first, because it baits out things like Ash, which you should be able to play around anyway, but it doesn't hurt. Like, playing your Duality first is usually just kind of a risk-free way to build out your hand. I don't think I'm saying anything people don't already know, but figured that was worth mentioning. And then, oh, I also missed this in the one-ofs. One of Dreaming Town, the trap that lets you normal summon. It's really good. A big part, another reason I like running 2 of the continuous spell is I am more likely to draw it in my opening hand, and really I think your ideal board is having the continuous spell and this set in addition to your map, just to have the most possible ways to do things on your opponent's turn. But this is absolutely an amazing card. It keeps the whole deck running. You definitely don't need more than 1 of this, because it is so searchable and recyclable, and realistically you only need the amount of gas this gives on 1 turn to start, you know, making your big pushes. But it's very good. That's the one of that I missed. And then yeah, I think I'll get into like the spiciest choice in the deck. So I'm not running Extravagance because I think it's not good in this deck. I'm not running Prosperity because it's so damn expensive. So you might be like, what are you running in place of those 2? I am running 3 of a card called Jack in the Hand. And I have to thank a guy at a regional who also goes to a locals that is near me that I have only recently started going to. But he was playing Lyralisk Tri-Brigade and was playing Jack in the Hand. And he pointed out to me that all of the Flunder monsters, like the little ones, are level 1 winged beasts. So, Jack in the Hand lets you pick 3 level 1 monsters with different names. Your opponent picks 1 to add to their hand, and then you pick one of the remaining 2 to add to your hand, and shuffle back the 3rd. And so this card is why we are on double street. Because our ideal play with this card is to reveal Robina, Eaglin, Stree, and then kind of regardless of which one our opponent picks, if we have a copy of map in our hand, we have now found full combo. And even if we don't have a copy of map in our hand, if we have another bird, having 2 birds in hand is usually better than 1, especially if the one is like Rabina or something. Because let's say you opened one bird and a bunch of other cards, and your opponent opened no hand traps. If your one bird is Eaglin, you have no plays other than summon Eaglin just to try and find out if your opponent has a hand trap, to waste, or you just search a big bird that you can't summon and your turn is over. If your one bird is Rabina, you have to search an Eaglin off that Rabina because you want to keep the combo going. You have to end on at least M-Pen if you want to stand a chance of surviving into turn 3, which means you can't go for a barrier statue play. But if you open, for example, Rabina, Jack in the Hand, and 3 other cards you can't use, like no copies of map, basically, you activate this, and even if your opponent takes the Eaglin that you want, getting Stree, like, it's not great, but it can extend your plays more than you could with a Rabina. I realize as I'm saying this, it's not as good as I make it sound, but like it's really just in here because if I were running Extravagance with these cards, or in place of these cards, what I was finding was happening a lot is I would banish 6 from my extra deck, and then I would draw like a dead Dimension Shifter, and then I'm like relying on just one of the cards I draw off that Extravagance to carry my plays through. And like, you know, what if I already have map and my Extravagance is Shifter map? Or I already have a bird and my Extravagance is, you know, a second bird. Like, I would much rather have a guaranteed copy of a bird than a like potential to draw either, but also a potential to just draw completely dead. Especially because if you Extravagance and say draw Ryza Apex or something like that, or Ryza Shifter, you can't use the continuous spell to put that Ryza on the bottom and recycle it. So you are stuck with those cards dead in your hand until next turn. So that is why I run Jack in the Hand. I think it is better than Extravagance because it is a guaranteed copy of something you might need, as opposed to a not guaranteed copy of something. And then the last cards in the main deck, 3 Ash Blossom and 3 Dark Ruler No More. There is definitely an argument that the deck does not need hand traps aside from Shifter. I think, first of all, I think if you're going to a tournament, there is definitely an argument to play Mystic Mine in place of either the Dark Rulers or the Ash Blossoms. Maybe the Ash Blossoms. Because you may want to Dark Ruler before you Mystic Mine to shut off your opponent's responses. But basically, like, the way it was sort of explained to me is that if you are the Fluanderies player, you have to win game 1 no matter what, because so many decks have so many amazing like side deck cards to use against you, that if you lose game 1, it is going to be an uphill battle to get, in particular game 3. Because if you lose game 1, you can choose to go first, going second. You probably side in all your crazy going first cards that you don't want to main deck necessarily. Like, you're going to get game 2 if you lost game 1. But getting game 3 when you are presumably going second against a card that is probably side decked like Droll and Lockbird, Lancia, all of that other stuff. Actually, let me cancel this so I can keep talking. Like, that's just a much more uphill battle than win game 1, try to win game 2, but if it's going bad, you can just scoop, go to game 3, play all your crazy going first staples. Or not staples, but you know what I mean. And have a better chance. So you should main deck as many going second cards, or cards that can stop your opponent's combo early, in order to have the best chance of being able to do your plays going second. Specifically, I went with Ash and Dark Ruler because against Sword Soul, Dark Ruler is great because it stops their on-field negates, which is most of their disruption is like monster effect negates, or monster effects that negate, I should say. You know, they might still have Blackout set or something, but at the very least, you only have to play through Blackout. You don't have to play through like a Barone, a Chi Shao, and a Blackout. Like the Chi Shao in particular is a problem for this deck if you can't get rid of it. And then against Despia, like the branded Despia deck, Dark Ruler is great, again, for the monster negates. If they try to double Masquerade you, you probably can't play through that without a Dark Ruler, if I'm honest. Or you would have to play a very tight combo. You wouldn't be able to do everything you want to do. So Dark Ruler stops that. If they play Mirror Jade, that protects your cards that way. You still have to like get the Mirror Jade off the board. In particular with Ryza. Ryza can stop them from just completely ruining your day with the Mirror Jade. It is called Mirror Jade, right? I actually have it here. It is called Mirror Jade. I always get it wrong. I always call it Ice Jade. I think I get it confused with like the archetype instead of the, you know, the thing that it is. But anyway, Dark Ruler is good for that. And then Ash, just if you Ash the Branded Fusion, depending on the build of the deck, that is the end of their turn. Or even if it's not the end of their turn, they have a significantly weaker end board if they cannot Branded Fusion. So that's why the main deck Ash. I think my main deck right now is not as great against the Therion deck. Mostly because I don't know what that deck does. Or like, there's a couple Therion decks right now, right? Plant Therion, I think, actually is vulnerable to Ash if they don't have the Adventure Engine. If they do, you kind of need Ash and something else. I don't know what that would be, but Ash and something else. The ABC Therion deck, I have beaten it before at my locals, but honestly, I just don't know what the deck does well enough to comment. It seems like if you Ash them, it's still pretty good. If you Dark Ruler them, it's still pretty good. Like, these just seem like all-around pretty safe picks for the main deck in terms of disruptions on your opponent. If you really feel like being mean, Mystic Mine and Set Rotation, probably in place of the Ash Blossoms, might be slightly better. But I get in enough trouble for bringing the flu list to locals. I don't want to bring Mystic Mine on top of that. I think they would just crucify me there. But if you really want to top an event, probably play Mystic Mine over the Ash Blossoms in the main deck. And then you probably side deck whichever of these you take out. I'm going to go into the extra deck because the extra deck actually does kind of matter. Let me see. I have... Let's see. Let me break this up over here. The Zeus package. Okay, so first of all, I have a whole bunch of cards from a like budget Dragon Link build that I was working on at one point. These used to be banish fodder when I was playing Extravagance, and now they just sit in my extra deck as cards that I can send if I go up against like Dogmatica that aren't cards I actually want to use in my extra deck. And then I have 2 copies of Nightmare Phoenix. If you get zombie worlded, you can make this if you have map. If you just don't use your bird effects, like if you go, okay, map effect summon Rabina, regular normal summon Eaglin, link to Nightmare Phoenix, you can out the zombie world like that. So Phoenix is like not great, but it's better than nothing spell trap removal. The fact that it's a 1900 and can hit over small stuff might come up occasionally, but like overall good enough to have in the extra deck. 1 copy of Relinquished Anima. You can make it. It basically never comes up, but when it does come up, it's very funny. And then my budget Zeus package. Basically just meaning I don't have a Downerd yet. I probably should have a Downerd Magician, but we can either make a Recital Starling, which is actually usually my preferred way to make the Zeus, is to go Recital Starling, you know, give it a little bit of attack points, so if it's attacking into a monster, it hurts slightly less. And then, you know, effect to search, battle phase, attack into something, try not to die by doing that. Main phase 2, make a Zeus. Your Zeus still has 1 activation, and you have searched a bird for your follow-up turn. And then otherwise we have the Assembled Nightingale for attacking directly. If I had the Downerd, this could be 2 Zeus activations, which is very good. Right now it's just like 1.5 Zeuses. I mainly use it more for the attacking directly. It only comes up if my opponent only has attack position monsters, so I can't safely make a Zeus by attacking something in defense position. And that is the extra deck. I should probably have a couple other cards like Nightmare Unicorn in here. I think you could even do like some kind of Selene access code line, because Dimension Shifter is a spellcaster, and I think it can be summoned off Selene. I'd have to double check. Like, you could close out games, maybe better, but most of the time your extra deck doesn't come up because you don't want to go in here because you can't special summon on the turns you activate your Fluanderee's effects. And then the side deck, the important thing. This is where that DD Crow is living. I side this in for the extra copy of Stree, pretty much against Branded exactly. I don't know if this is good against the Therions or not. I know they do things with the graveyard, so maybe. But in general, I think it's better as a side deck choice than a main deck choice. And it's just the one of because it's searchable within the deck. Side decking. 3 Harpy's Featherstorm. It's a bit too slow to just keep in the main deck, but if you know you're going first, and you can find a copy of this, and even if you end up with just like an Eaglin on board, like they negate it or something, using this still usually stops your opponent's turn. Like, they might be able to beat over your Eaglin with something they normal summon, but they're not going to get to go full combo if you play this. So that's just really good. Also side decking 3 Dimension Barrier. It's just so good where the 2 decks in this format are like incredibly specific. Like, if you're up against Branded Despia, you call Fusion, it ends their turn. If you're up against Sword Soul, call Synchro, it ends their turn. And then also side decking 1 Change of Heart. It's actually really good in this deck because it just gives you tribute fodder from your opponent's field. And like, if you change of heart, don't quote me on this because I haven't actually had a judge called on this, but I believe if you change of heart Mirror Jade and then tribute summon using it, its effect won't activate to blow up your whole board because it was not sent by your like card effect or anything like that. So this is good for just taking your opponent's big monster, tribute over it for one of your big monsters. It's just an incredible swing and advantage. And of course there's always the option of steal their opponent's card, use their monster's crazy effect for yourself, and then do the tributes. Or even if you can't like actually steal something because they have a negate, it forces them to use the negate on this instead of something else. Really good. I side deck it because it's not good enough in games where we're going first. But going second, it usually comes in for whatever I happen to find not particularly useful in my main deck against my opponent. And then in terms of spell trap removal, I've got 1 Feather Duster and 3 Twin Twister. The deck really hates skill drain like effects. Or Zombie World, you are pretty much always siding in the spell trap removal in this format, and I find. Maybe not against Sword Soul, but against Branded, you're always going to do it against ABC. Not necessarily ABC Therion. You probably could side it in against ABC Therion, but Plant Therion has, I think it's the Sun Avalon Bloom. You're siding this in against that. Yeah, there's just so many spell traps that your deck absolutely hates to run into. You're siding in your spell trap removal a lot. And then 3 Droll and Lock in the side deck. I almost think there is an argument to main deck this, but the fact that it's reciprocal is kind of a problem if you're trying to make plays on your opponent's turn as well. What it's really in here for is the mirror match. If you're playing the Fluanderee's mirror match, pretty much all of your win cons in your main deck don't work the way they should anymore. Because you can't really lock your opponent out of playing if you are playing the same deck. So really what you want to do is you want to Droll and Lock on your opponent's turn, because the way you win the Fluanderee's mirror match is whoever gets to do their combo more times wins. It's whoever gets to do their combo more times, and the way you stop them from doing that is you Droll them so that they can't end on a big bird to hit you with or negate with. If you stick an Apex Avion in the mirror match, you are probably winning, unless the opponent just opened completely insane. But yeah, the way you win as the mirror match is stick something big first, and then also having map available when your opponent does not in the mirror match is also very good. So that's why we side deck in the mirror match. Honestly, almost every card in here, except for the D barriers, the DD Crow. I think that's literally it. Aside from Dimensional Barrier and DD Crow, you are siding in every card in this side deck. Just to stop your opponent from doing the combo so that you can do the combo. And so that's the deck. Sorry that took so long. It turns out I have a lot to say about the deck that I play. Who knew? So let's get back into this. Oh, sweet. Oh, there's like a non-zero chance that this is a bot again. Yeah, that's the deck. If you are at all interested in anything I just had to say about the deck, feel free to join my Discord. I am more than happy to talk to you about it. Okay, so this is kind of bricky, but we can make Barone pass. So maybe we do that. And just hope it's good enough. The alternative would be a Verte for DPE pass, but I think Barone is better than DPE. A negate is usually better than just plain old destruction. There we go. Barone. Hey, buddy. How you doing? I'm sitting here watching robots be AFK until I collect free wins. I don't know if you just saw, I went through my whole Fluanderis deck on stream. Spitting out those hot takes. Honestly, I just really need to get what I really need to do this format. I just need to like play against the Therian deck over and over again and just let it keep destroying me until I finally figure out like what actually hurts it. Because I think that's like the #1 thing that holds me back right now from topping is just like I know what to do in the Despia matchup if sometimes I just don't draw the cards I need, but if I have the cards I need, I know how to play the Despia matchup. I kind of know the Sword Soul one at this point. I know nothing about any version of Therian, and it seems like Therian plays really well against my deck if I don't have a hand trap for them. Or like if I don't use it correctly. Like, I don't know if you've seen the Punk Therian build. I don't think it's the most popular one, but it's the one that can end on a hot Red Dragon Archbeam Calamity on your turn. And it's just absolutely atrocious to play against. Like, people complain about Barrier Statue Pass being overpowered. I think there are worse decks in the format at this point. And by worse, I mean more unfun. See, that's the thing. Oh, he does target for cost. I probably should be side decking in my DD Crow for them then, because unless it's one of those specific cards that works differently for some reason. I know there are a few cards where, like, sometimes if they deal with a card in the graveyard and you banish it, sometimes their effect still works. But if I DD Crow the target, I would bet whatchamacallit, that would stop the Regulus. So maybe I should go back to main decking DD Crow. I don't know. Platinum Gadget. That seems like a good one. It usually specials from hand though, right? Or does it special from deck? I don't actually know. Because I was thinking with my deck, like, because my only real main deck hand trap besides Shifter is the Ash Blossom, I'm thinking, like, where do I Ash the deck to stop it? Like, against Plant Therian, I've noticed if you Ash the Link 1 that they make off of the normal monster, that slows them down a lot. It doesn't necessarily stop them, but it makes it a lot harder for them to end on anything crazy. But yeah, against like ABC or the Punk one, I just have no idea what to do. Because like they have a billion effects that search from deck and do stuff. like the one I did play ABC Therian at that one locals that you have told me to go to that I won't disclose the location of because I don't necessarily want to give out my location on stream. Yeah, we had Taya here, I think. I don't know why I'm playing this like this isn't going to be another bot that sits there. But like when I played the ABC Therian deck that time, I did beat them. But I think that's just because they weren't playing enough outs to barrier statue. Hell yeah. Tell you what, I'm getting real sick of playing against AI people that just sit there and give me free wins. So I'll jump on Edo Pro as soon as I have collected my free win from this match. I did not see the new effect monster coming out. Do you know what it's called? I can Google it. Ooh, continuous trap straight from deck when normal summoned? Ooh. Oh, wait, you have just said two words that are very important to my deck specifically, and now I'm maybe getting too excited. Continuous trap and normal summoned. Let me see. Because if this is playable in my deck, I could play Anti-Spell Fragrance as a one-of. What was it called? Quadron the Sage? Quadran the Great Sage. It's not coming up when I Google it. Let me see. Oh, Cardan. Ah, it's an Earth Fairy. That's probably not gonna do anything for my deck. Oh well. Or actually, you know what's funny? We could try Dueling Book. I have never used Dueling Book, so I would have to build my deck in Dueling Book, but we could do that. But you know what's funny? It would probably still be bad, but fun fact, MPen does not specify that you have to normal summon a winged beast off of its effect like I think the other Flunders do. You can just normal summon anything. So if I normal summoned this off MPen, I would have a searchable anti-spell. That still sounds terrible since the card itself is unsearchable in my deck, but it could be funny. Tell you what, would you prefer to do Edo Pro or Dueling Book right now? Because I can get those set up while I'm waiting for this robot to surrender. Dueling Book it is. Let me open that up in a browser. Go ahead and mute the page just in case. Hey, I got my free win. Alright. Let me just finish making my account. Got a confirmation email. Activate my account. Cool. Ready to log in. Wow, this like takes me back. This looks almost exactly like Dueling Network used to look. What I've heard, I have heard about Dueling Book. I think what I've basically heard is like Dueling Book is where like people go to more seriously test their like tournament decks. So I'm going to close out of all of this. And then let me set up a like window capture. Let me see. Browser? Is that what I want? No, actually I don't think this is what I want. Remove. I think I just want a display capture. Okay. Oh, you can see everything. Let me just construct my deck real quick. Oh wow, actually like Snowl kinda has a decent effect. I don't know that it's like decent enough that I actually run it, but it seems not that bad. Let's see, 3 map, 2 of this, and then whoops. Ah! What else do I need? I think this is all of my... let me see if I can just find... everything I'm looking for. Okay, well, 3D barriers go in the side deck. Where's Dimension Shifter? There we go. But duality. Jack in the hand. Ash. Tell you what, I'm also going to do one thing here. Let me switch one of my other monitors here so that I can like monitor the stream on another monitor. Am I echoing? Is that a thing? Oh yeah, I've seen the s'mored version of the deck. Oh yeah, here. I have a Discord thing for my stream that I always forget to use. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. Hold on. Now I can hear you.
Hi, Sam.
Hello. Okay, cards. What am I missing?
I'm getting like an infinite loading screen when I tried to save the deck. Let's see if this works.
I need 3 dark rulers. I need...
Save. Why didn't it save? Minimize, Auto Pro.
What am I missing? I'm just gonna pull out my deck here and...
So we can import it from Edo Pro, I think.
Oh, if we can, that would have saved me a lot of time. Probably.
Like,
Oh,
hit
I'm
save
missing
and
my like 8 million one-ofs. That's what I'm missing. Terra. Called.
Project Ignis, deck, Brandon Despia finished. Oh, why is it saying I'm missing 2 cards? What? 2 cards aren't in here.
Harpy. Harpist.
Oh, the polymerization. There's a new version of this deck going around apparently with Predaplant, and it's like, it seems weird. Okay, let me import my Eldritch deck as well while I'm at it. So they did like a stats video with all the decks from the regional I went to, and they talked about my deck, and they're like, I don't understand why he's running Zombie Necro, and like I talk about in my deck review why I run Zombie Necro. Because like I don't have super polys. By the way, you can hear me, right, Sam?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Like I don't have super polys in my deck, but like if I have a white elixir and Albaz is in my grave and I have like an Eldritch, I can white elixir on my opponent's turn and force a super poly. You know? Like
Yeah.
there she just seemed so confused by that.
Like, the
Uh
thing I don't get is, like, why would anyone not run Zombie World in this format? Like,
yeah.
even
Yeah.
aside from the flu players like me, literally, I think every deck in the format right now has a problem with Zombie World in some way, except for Branded Despia.
Yeah, Branded Despia. So yeah, Branded Despia survives it and like it doesn't hurt. Oh, I guess it kind of hurts ABC Therion because they need a machine engrave to do their shenanigans. So I guess that bothers it as well, but they can still get like ABC Buster out, which is obnoxious. Import. Zombie Eldritch. Why are you missing 2 cards again? What are you struggling with? Okay.
Got my draws.
That's there, that's there, that's there. Oh, my Eldritches aren't in here. Well, because Eldritch. Also, my side is missing something. What is my side missing?
DD Crow. 3,
My
6.
side is missing the Ghost Bells, which honestly could have been swapped out for something else, but I don't know what else.
Oh, as long as I'm reading this, I want to check something.
Here, let me lower the music so I can make sure I hear you well.
Oh yeah, I muted the music.
Oh, I mean like I'm listening to Spotify while we chill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I found the soundtrack for Shang-Chi and I've just been enjoying it. It's like amazing. Do I have any other decks right now? I mean, I invoked Dogmatica deck. That's just not good. That's in there.
Okay. So I was thinking of maybe trying to throw like a Selene and an access code talker into this deck because
hmm
Dimension Shifter is a spellcaster, but I just realized
Yeah.
Selene special summons from hand or graveyard, so that's not as good as I was thinking it could be. Like, it's not bad, but most of the time, if you have Shifter in your hand,
Oh
or
wait, what do you
actually,
mean? Place counters on the spell equal to wall and wait. So what's wrong with Selene? I'm confused.
I was just thinking like if I could use it in my deck as like an extra deck tech.
Oh no, yeah, I think you need the. I mean, do you have Chaos Goddess or Underworld Goddess? I know she's insane.
I don't own her like in paper, but that's one of the ones that I've been meaning to get because like the
That's
extra deck
crazy.
hardly comes up for my deck, but like when it comes up, it's usually because I need to get rid of something that's like just a bit too difficult to get rid of with like
Yeah,
my main deck stuff.
it's such a cool card too. It's a Link 5 though. Oof.
Yeah,
Oof.
that's the other problem is like my deck can just about make a Link 2 if it needs to. Making anything higher is a bit sus. I should probably get Nightmare Unicorns just because like I
I
already
have
have
some
the
spares if
Phoenix
you
and
want
it's only
to
one
borrow
extra
them.
monster to make, you know.
I'm pretty sure I can give you like two or three of them. I have Nightmare Unicorns.
Okay.
Yeah,
In that case, I'll
next
just
time I see
put them
you.
in here, even though I don't actually have them in my deck, just to try
Yeah,
them
I have
out.
like a ton because I opened way back when a ton of the it wasn't Grand Creator, it was the one with all the evil twin stuff in it. Do you know what I'm Genesis Impact. And
Yeah.
Unicorns was in there as a rare. So I'm sure I could find those. I have like one alt art, but I haven't used it for anything.
One of these days, I will remember how to spell Zeus. Let's see, so I got the Nightmares, the Zeus. I mean, I basically have everything that matters in my extra deck, but let me just.
I'm curious what's like I would have looked at like Stanley's extra deck to see what he does when he went to the regional.
Yeah, I probably should ask him what he runs.
He's super nice too.
Yeah, he was really helpful.
Yeah. Oh, how do
Big
you like the
game.
Harpy Harpist thing? I know
Yeah,
it's extra protection for your wind barrier. I just don't know how. Let me read it really fast. Here I can just pull it up while you keep doing your thing. Harpy Harpist. Do you have this card in person? If not, I
I
think I
do.
might have one. Okay. When this card is normal summon, you can target one winged beast you control and one face-up monster your opponent controls. Return them to the hand. Interesting. In phase of this card is in your graveyard with resistant there, you can add one level 4 lower winged beast from. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so it can also search the barrier statue.
Yeah.
You
Okay, that's
never
not bad.
actually want to do it that way, but it's very funny to do. Uh, I'm just gonna add like. I think I have all of the actual extra deck cards I care about in here, so I'm just gonna add random stuff.
Gotcha. I'm clicking through the whatchamacallit right now, the website just to see what's around. Okay, the real question is, do I make Ecclesia my profile because I misinvoked, or do I make Tour Bus Guide, who deserves her own archetype, my picture?
Save deck. Rename.
Oh, wait, Vampire Fraulein a choice? Oh, I'm struggling. Oh, why there's so many good options. I think I do Vampire Fraulein because I want this to be a good deck so badly.
Ooh. I mean, D shifter is a choice. Just let
G-Movers,
everybody
man.
know immediately what deck I'm using.
Let's see. I'm struggling. There's so many good options. That's for now. Uh, Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready at this point. I got my
Oh,
deck
okay.
built.
Here, so I think duel room, host a duel, advance, singles, 2 out of 3, because that's better. TCG, dual password, let's have it as damp with a capital D. Host duel. Let me know if you find it.
I think I found you.
It should be casual boo. Yeah, I see it. There I am.
Let me in.
Oh, sweet, we're in. Sweet. Yeah, let me not look at your screen now.
Oh yes, that would be cheating.
I would like to go first. Shocking, I know, right?
Crazy.
Oh, I need some animations to speed up. Hold up. Watchers, log. Oh, interesting. Audio, cut that out. Okay, interesting. All right, so during, stop it.
You'll never
During draw
know.
phase, I'll declare that during draw.
During draw phase, that is fine, I think. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll discard for cost. Top
Not for
deck to
cost, you
graveyard.
discard for effect.
Yes, for effect. And
Okay,
then
so
how
you
do
opened full
I?
combo. Insane.
I'm trying to figure out how do I get a card to my hand. It's not draw. It's not mill. Show? No. View? Then I click to spell trap to banish to grave to hand. Okay, yeah, okay, I see now. So special summon in defense because it has to. To grave. Declare Luber.
Aluber is fine.
Sweet. Okay, this is making sense now. What the fuck is in my hand? Okay, that's what's in my hand. I have to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. It's a hand.
All good.
Oh, how the fuck did you do that?
There's a little thumbs up next to the shuffle hand button.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Okay. So that's the hand. Standby main. Oh, fucking, I'm stupid. I have to declare this so I can add a ad libitum to my hand. Where the fuck are you? Yeah, it's a hand. Okay. Actually,
This will eat an ash blossom.
that is
How do I
fair
discard?
to
There we go.
graveyard. Um, set that, set that, that is my turn.
All right. Draw. Standby. Main. Activate.
Uh, I'll chain activation.
On
Uh,
activation or on declaration of effect?
on
Those matter.
activation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super Molly, you
Discarding.
say?
Where the fuck am I? Where is he? Top deck to bottom deck to grave. Um, and then send this to grave. View. Special summon this. Uh, summon window declare. Or actually, do I want to? I don't think I want to actually. Wait, I think I'm lying to you. Yeah, I don't want to. Fuck you. The
Okay,
banish means nothing to me because your cards go positive on banish.
they do.
Yeah, get over my 30K wall. That'll work.
All right. Am I free to continue my turn?
Yeah, you are.
All right. Declare effect.
Go for it.
Any response? Okay, I
No.
reveal
How do
Stree
you stop your? Yeah.
and I reveal this barrier statue.
You Willikers, Batman.
To the bottom of the deck they go. And then I draw two. Cool. uh Normal summon. Luandaries and Stree. Declare effect. Let me look at this grave.
I will negate with Mercurier.
I will chain called by the grave on your Mercurier.
Oh, dare. Wait, let me check if it discards for cost. Quick effect, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard or face up on the field. Yeah, it's cost. You can negate it.
Oop.
Savage.
And then I will banish. Which of these cards is the least beneficial to you if I banish it?
You should banish Tragedy, 100%.
I think I'm gonna banish the Aluber.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna normal summon via Unexplored Winds Apex Avion, tributing my Stree and your fusion monster.
Crazy. Do I have response to that? I do not. Grave.
And then Stree effect, add back to my hand when I normal summon a winged beast. Battle. Kadoosh.
My heart.
Take your life point damage, sir.
Oh, I just realized I have to do it.
Yeah, this ain't no fancy automated
Oh
simulator.
shit.
Hmm.
There we go, there we go, there we go. We're out here. We made it.
Alright. Main 2, pass turn.
Alright. Click the thingy.
Oh, I have to actually click end turn.
Yo, the greatest top deck of my life. Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Main phase one. Normal side.
Okay, you gonna activate that effect?
Of course.
Apex negate and destroy.
Okay. The grave.
Two hand.
Next I will declare Tragedy effect. Banish Tragedy to add Branded Fusion to hand.
Rip, that's cool.
Big Willikers Batman. Uh, let's see. I already used Tragedy. So I mean, send this to grave. Send this to grave snow.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty crazy if I do say so. To grave. Declare?
All good.
Sweet. Banish. What do I want to banish? Let's banish this plus this.
Okay.
Special summon this. Oh wait, I just realized I can't special summon that. Or I can't, actually yes I can. Never mind. So I'm not gonna activate Lubellion effect just because I think I can still attack with it if I don't.
You also,
I don't have cards in hand.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
also a
that's
factor.
a problem. But at least I got 5k direct. Um,
Oh no, my points.
Gene Willikers, Batman. Do I have a way to end? No, I don't.
Draw. Man, that card is just a little too late, huh? Uh, Standby, main, declare.
Okay. Shuffle two, draw two.
Gonna shuffle one.
Hi, Toucan.
Because the thing is, if I. Okay. Never mind, I drew nuts. Normal summon Eaglin.
Crazy.
Declare.
Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's good.
Alright. Add Empen. And then Unexplored Winds, tributing your Lubellion and my Eaglin for Empen.
Another Bellion. All right. I have something on new chain.
Okay. How does that work with my, like, if this card is tribute summoned, do
Yours
the search?
activates first because you have turn priority. Mine activates second.
Got it. That is the
Yeah.
part of this deck I still don't understand, is when we both have triggers.
So resolution would be mine and then you because I'm chain link too.
Okay.
So I would special summon a Luber, and I'm gonna negate M Pen.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an effect
That's.
failure engrave. It's kind of stupid.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I don't know why.
So Empen is negated.
Yeah. I don't know. Let me check if it's for this turn or if it's for forever.
Uh,
Um, Fusion
until
monster
the end
controls
of this
destroy battle.
turn.
Yeah, okay. It's fucking stupid.
I absolutely could have killed you too if you couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Battle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over the Aluber because crazy. I don't think I should give you your free graveyard search thingy off the Albion.
Might be a good idea not to do that. Alright,
Main
so I'm gonna
phase,
draw nuts, right?
end phase. Oh, end turn.
Yo, I drew not.
Unfortunately for you, I have another Ash.
Yo, that's fine. Okay, to grave. Um, let's see. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this?
You still
Let's.
have plays. You have no cards in
I
hand.
have a lot of plays actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. I'm gonna declare Snow Engrave.
Oh, dude, that's not cool.
Response.
Nah, you're good.
Alright, banish 1, banish 2. I'm pretty sure.
You
Oh, I
have to
can't go for
banish
game.
7 from.
Yeah, from anywhere essentially.
Yeah. I think you have to
3,
banish everything
4,
to do this, right?
5, 6. Do I keep a Luber or do I keep opening? That's the struggle. I keep a Luber. Banish 7. Special summon and defense, because fuck Empen. On summon, I'm gonna flip this face down.
Swoop.
And then I want to hit it.
You can certainly try.
What do you mean I consider? Why are you saying that so ominously? Wait. Attack.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Does it go to grave or does it
It
go?
does go to grave.
Okay.
This is one of those cards that's the text is so long on it that they just didn't put some of the effects that the other ones have on it. One of which is the banish it when it leaves the field effect.
Okay. So that's okay. That's good to know. Main phase 2 and phase end turn because I don't have plays.
Got it.
That's fucked up. You're like, do you have plays?
Main phase 1.
Yeah.
Declare. Any response.
None, yeah.
Reveal and reveal.
Okay.
Uh, to bottom, draw, draw. And we just keep going. Oh, there's even like a banish 3 cards to just do the effect. I think I take Advent of these 3.
Oh, cool.
Normal summon Rabina, Rabina Chainlink 1, Eaglin Chainlink 2.
That's good.
Swoop.
Oh, you forgot to. Oh wait, no, never mind, never mind.
And then, what do I even grab off the Rabina?
You should
Honestly,
tribute
I
my album.
grab Stree. And then, normal summon Eaglin. Eaglin effect. Grab. What do I grab here? I think I actually grab the Ryza. And then normal summon Stree. Stree effect. Banish M-Pen. And then normal summon Taken. Taken effect target M-Pen. Normal summon unexplored winds. I'm gonna send your Albion and my why not my Rabina.
To grave.
Yeah, for M-Pen.
Uh,
M-Pen effect.
I have
Rabina.
chain Aluber again,
Okay.
and
So
I'm gonna negate M-Pen there, so that's where your combo cuts.
right. I still get Rabina to hand though this time. I'm gonna remember
Yeah.
to do that. Oh wait, actually does Aluber negate you have to target one I control.
Mm-hmm.
So if I were to advent my M-Pen, I believe its effect would still resolve, yes? Because it's no longer on the field.
It follows it. If you do negate that targeted monster's effects until the end of this turn, it didn't say negate the face-up monster's effect like Valor does. You know what I mean? I think. Let me double check Valor to make sure I'm reading the text right. But like,
Might also be able to find a ruling on this. Let me see.
yeah, Valor is negate the effects of the face-up monster your opponent controls until the end of this turn. But if it's not, this doesn't say face-up monster. It's like if M-Pen gets impermed, does it still get its effect? Because it's the same as imperm.
I believe it does still get its effect under imperm.
Really? That'd be crazy.
I'm trying to find the rulings here. I cannot find a ruling here. Uh, I'll be honest, I think I can beat you even if my M pen is negated, so I will just let it be.
Go for it.
Battle.
Okay,
Tiny bird over your 0 defense monster.
makes sense.
Big bird over your 1,000 defense monster, because I have no other
Take
choice.
third. All right, take 15.
1,500 beats, let's go!
Whoa.
Main phase 2, I'll set one. Could be anything. Pass.
Yeah, it's game.
Yeah.
Drew a brick. Ah.
All
Let's
right.
see.
So this is where you absolutely destroy me.
Totally not like I have cards specifically for that matchup. What? What?
Let me see.
Okay. Yeah, I already knew what I was siding in against you.
I have no idea what I'm siding in against you. Or like, I know what I want to side in. I just never know what to take out.
Yeah, that's the problem I've been having. So I've intentionally made 6 slots, side out slots in my Despia deck.
So I probably want some kind of spell trap removal against you. So what do I get rid of to make room for it is the question. I think I honestly have to take out just some like good cards that I have, but like for the sake of not losing. Honestly, I think I am going to make a strange side decking choice and hope it doesn't come back to hurt me. What else do I side out? Ooh. You know what? I'm going to make a bold decision here that I may find out later was the wrong move. How do I? Okay, done siding. Would you like to win or lose?
I would like to win. Yo,
Unfortunate for
we,
you.
we opened the nuts. Hold up. During draw phase?
Damn, you really got it.
Response?
No, you're good. Might have opened
Uh,
no hand traps. Go off, king.
let me see, let me see. I actually, my opening hand is okay. We'll send this to grave.
Whether my
View.
opening hand is beyond nuts or terrible depends on my 6th card.
Uh, activate. Oh, here's a question. Do I add that or do I add that? This goes to grave. Where is it? Where is it? I need to read something really fast to make sure I do this right. Do I? You don't play Nib.
I actually don't.
Yeah, Okay, first, chain link 1, chain link 2.
Because the thing about Nib
Oh
in
wait,
my
that's not
deck
chain link.
is I can't special summon monsters on the turn I use my bird's effects.
Aren't you okay with that?
Uh, well, here's the thing.
Oh, you can't special summon monster on the. Yeah.
Yeah, so if I try to do my Flunder combo on your turn, I can't Nibiru. And if I Nibiru you, I can't summon monsters on your turn like I want to.
Kind of silly.
Like, I guess for like going second, there's an argument there for Nibiru, but I think I would rather play hand traps that are not like situationally dead on top of the times where Nibiru is already situationally dead.
That's understandable. Sending. Oh, well, I guess response to that would be the
No.
first question. No, to
I mean, you
grave.
have branded lost. I wouldn't be able to respond to Polly anyway.
That is true, King. You don't care about the banish is the problem I'm having. Do I send? Do I make double mirror jade or double masquerade against you? I think I do actually.
I mean, I probably shouldn't tell you helpful information, but yeah, double masquerade is usually harder to play through.
Yeah, I'm thinking through it, and I'm like, I don't think you like double masquerade all too much. Summon defense. Chain link one. Send for cost. Let's send patchwork because Patrick is. Actually, is Patrick dead in my hand? Yeah, Patrick is dead in my hand. Chain link two. Cause yeah, yeah. View. Add kit to hand. Um, I'm gonna activate this card. Yeah, we're gonna shuffle back. Oh, I actually guess it wasn't dead in my hand. Oh, it wasn't dead in my hand. I'm not gonna take back the play, but Lubellion could have shuffled back my Edge Imp back into my deck, and Patrick would have been live again. Um, okay, so let's shuffle back a Luber. I'll just click to top of deck and do top of deck. View, special summon defense. Okay. Then kit effect in hand to special summon it in defense mode. And activate to add a branded card from my deck to my hand. Um,
I assume I am going to get branded fused on.
yeah, I'm trying to think. I think that's the best play here to hand.
I'm trying to think how you make the second masquerade if you don't branded fusion, unless you have
Yeah,
another poly in your hand.
no, but let me dump. The problem I'm having is do I? Oh, I'm also really quickly I need to put this to the bottom of my deck because of kit effect. Do I have two routes I can go with this. Both are very obnoxious for you.
Oh, you could also banshee me, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, I think Banshee's more obnoxious for you. Grave. Because you don't get to end on M-Pen and you don't get to bring out your bounces. Where'd she go? Oh, grave. View. Grave. Set that. Damn, double Lubellion. Crazy. Um, Banish.
I feel
View.
like there was probably a way to do this that didn't involve ending on double Lubellion, but I get it.
Listen, okay. This is why we learn a deck. I probably could have ended Mirror Jade, Mirror Jade Masquerade with Zombie World. It was just I had to do Lubellion into Mirror Jade, activate Kit, branded Fusion, play Albion into whatchamacallit, Masquerade.
Yeah.
and that would have
So
been cleaner.
standby main. This is
Yeah.
the part where you find out none of it mattered because I opened Dark Ruler, which I
Okay.
will pay 600 for the privilege of using.
Okay.
And now your masquerade is turned off for the rest of the turn.
That's fine. So that means I did the right play by going Zombie World.
But then I also opened Twin Twister, targeting the zombie world, and I think your set card is more problematic than Brandon Lost.
Um, I will activate Brendan Red then.
Well, you did have it.
I did have it. So to hand Albaz, let's send. What do I want to do?
If you make another masquerade, I am back to taking 600 per card.
See, you say that, but I have something funnier. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. So let's. I'm gonna send this to grave and send Albaz to grave. And play this
Those are
instead.
actually banished per Branded in red.
Ah, you're right. My bad. Banish.
Because I know Masquerade has a summon from grave effect that cannot come up against my deck, but it will matter at some
Oh
point
wait,
in
why
the
am I sending
future.
these? I'm stupid. Oopsie. My brain was like, these are destroyed. All right. Oh yeah. Oh, Brandon lost or Brandon lost effect. Good.
Yep, all that is good. Okay. So actually, the fact that you have Mercurier now could cause problems. But let's try this anyway. Jack in the hand.
That's fine. Let me read something. Okay, yeah, go for it. Jack in the hand.
So resolving this will be very funny. Uh, Rabina,
Okay.
Eaglin,
Okay.
or Stree. Which would you like?
I will take the Rabina.
All right. To opponent's hand. I will take Eaglin. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah,
He's
it's either
going
you take
to.
Rabina or Eaglin.
You don't know what I have.
Those are your starters. Don't start with me.
Normal summon that Eaglin and attempt to activate the effect.
I'll negate with Mercurier.
Let me see.
Or actually, you know what? I'm not gonna negate with Mercurier. To hand. I'm going to activate Dragostapelia.
Okay. I will chain to Dragostapelia, Advent of Adventure, banishing Eaglin.
That's a good play.
So,
Yeah, that doesn't do it. It just fizzles, so.
yeah.
Or not
So,
fizzles, but like, no target.
I think I take. Ooh, because you have Mercurier, and that's going to cause problems. I think I grab.
Mercurier still would have negated Eglin, by the way, if that's something you were wondering about.
I knew it would. I was actually very happy that you took that play back. Because I still
So,
probably would have chained Advent to keep my plays going. It just would have been much less good.
yeah, that's fair.
Let me see. Is there a world here where I am not grabbing map? I think I am grabbing map no matter what. Or am I? I think I have to grab map because I know I have already used my normal summon, so anything else that I would grab would be dead if I don't have another way to normal summon later. And then off Eaglin, I grab the M-Pen, and most importantly, I gain back 500 life points.
Yo, he's gonna time me out.
Grave, and then Resolution of Eaglin. Normal summon. Do I normal summon off the Eaglin, actually? Uh, Remind me again what Mercurier negates.
Monster effects.
Monster effects, you say?
Yeah.
Hold on, I have to ban some bots from the Twitch chat. I guess I should also switch my category since I am technically not streaming Master Duel anymore.
Yeah, same shit.
Playing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. There we go. Now Twitch won't yell at me. I'm going to decline the normal summon off Eaglin, and then I'm instead going to activate map, and then declare that map effect.
Or
Any response to the declaration?
nope.
Reveal token. Then banish Robina. Normal summon Taken. Chainlink 1, Taken target Eaglin. Chainlink 2, Robina.
Robina's one that lets you search, right?
Yeah.
I'll negate that because that means you only have M pen in hand. Unless I somehow skipped a fucking like IQ point and you shuffled it back into your deck and I don't remember.
Nope. You would be correct. So I add back the Eaglin off Taken still.
Okay.
Now
I thought Talkin lets you normal summon.
it does let me normal summon. I'm thinking if I actually want to do that, since the Eaglin is already spent for the turn.
Yeah.
Oh, Am I dead? Is there nothing I can do?
So yeah.
Yep, I am just one normal summon short, and I am already locked out of special summons for the turn. Hold on, let me do math. If I normal summon this and then fail to do anything, you have 27 plus 5,000 is 77. You have 9,400. Yep, I am dead by 200. Game 3.
Take this out. Or actually, do I want this out? I think that's fine.
Swap. Swap.
I think my deck list is actually fine for going second. It's just mainly having the zombie world access.
Okay, let me think. Do I want anything else? Yeah, I think I want this. Do I want anything else? I think I am good. Surprise, surprise, I would like to go first. Whenever you are done siding. There we go.
Yo, we open nuts. You open nuts?
Maybe Jack in the hand?
Go for it.
Let's see. Banish DD Crow Robina
What?
Eaglin. Which would you like?
It's not showing me, and I know I get to pick first. Gimme. Gimme. Why don't I get to pick?
Which one do you want? I can send it to you.
Gimme Robina.
Okay. In that case, I will take DD Crow.
Interesting. So he had combo in hand. You can keep the DD Crow? Because I'm killing you next turn.
We're gonna
There isn't a board you could play that stops me. I want you to know.
set 2.
Sam!
Ass. Maybe I
Sam,
bricked
no, I
so
needed
hard.
targets. No, wait, I needed you to play something.
Got ya.
Fuck, wait, what am I supposed to do now?
Pass your turn. Pass your
I
turn.
actually might have to, is like the dumbest part.
Pass your
Fuck.
turn.
Well, first off, fuck you.
Okay.
The fuck do I do? What the fuck? That one. Set 2. Set 3. Enter.
Draw.
Damn it, Sam. I needed you to play something so I could go plus 11.
You know what the worst part is?
You
Pass.
better not. No! What do you mean? No, I drew a nail! Sam, I need you to do something.
I bricked. What do you want me to do?
What do you mean you bricked? My hand's good if you actually do something. Fuck you.
I'll take my 600.
What did you draw? Like 5 ash blossoms? Like.
Oh, actually, the fact that you normal summoned that might get me back in this. Does it though? It might not. You know what? You haven't been able to do anything. Pass.
I hate you so much. I need one. Okay, are we in this? I think I'm in this. Are we out here? No, because you don't have a fucking monster.
I need to draw one monster or my field spell, and I am unbricked. And I have many cards to get me there. I'm just not finding them.
My problem is you don't have a fucking monster.
Am I taking my 6?
Oh wait, never mind. No, wait. Oh wait, no. I have place. I have place.
You have
Declare effect. Edge him to grave.
I will chain dimensional barrier, calling fusion.
Wait. I might have gaslit you. Hold up. I might have gaslit you. Hold up. Never mind. I gaslit you. Hold up. Hold up.
Damn, I've been girl bossed.
No, I gaslit you. I'm sorry. Go.
All right. No! I need any monster. Literally any monster in my deck except Shifter gets me out of this.
Oh my god. I love that you have Jack in the hand and it sounds like you drew Shift.
I set 1 and I pass.
Shit. This is not the card I need.
I also like how I am refusing to play around imperm columns.
2450.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not dead, so I can work with this. All right. Okay, you know what? This is like a non-zero chance of finding a monster. Activate unexplored winds. Declare effect.
Okay, go for it.
Reveal Apex Avion and DD Crow.
Should have taken the end pen, Sam.
Bottom of deck. Come on, gas. You know what? This is actually kind of gas. Activate Twin Twisters.
Mm.
pitching uh what do I pitch here? I think I pitch Dimension Barrier targeting Zombie World and this set card. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. Activate Twin Twister.
You're lying. You're lying.
Pitch. Oh, this is crusty, but I think I pitched this Eaglin. Get rid of the other two back row. Oh!
I'm hurt. I'm so hurt. Wait, you had Eaglin. Why did you play Eaglin?
Because
You're
I have
ruining-
another Eaglin.
Oh my god.
Declare effects. Is effect okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
We're in it, gang.
That's so
Oh,
fucking funny.
give me M pen. Oh, you know what's nutty here? Normal summon M pen. Unexplored winds. I'm gonna tribute the Rabina and the Eaglin, and they will both get banished. I'm gonna go M pen Chainlink 1. Rabina Chainlink 2 will leave the Eaglin banished for now since I have already used its effect and I don't want to forget about that later.
Gotcha.
And I can use it to chain block later, so that could matter. I'm gonna grab Dreaming Town. And then Resolution of M-Pen, normal summon Rabina. Oh, you know what we can do? We can chain block the Rabina with the Eaglin, so I will do that.
Okay.
Eaglin. And barrier statue. Normal summon the barrier statue.
See, my draw is very important right now.
Battle. 27 over 1850 is some amount of numbers.
850.
Nice. And then 1,000 and then 600.
Okay.
And then main phase 2. I am going to set a card. Could be anything. And I will pass the turn.
Interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Interesting.
I don't like interesting. You stop that.
I have to think. I don't want to think. Can I still activate effects under M-Pen?
You cannot activate the effects of your special summoned in attack position monsters.
Oh, but okay. So I can go...
Normal
I don't have a
summoned
win.
monsters are perfectly okay.
Yeah, I don't have a target though is the problem. Right? Because it has to be on either side of the field. Let's see.
You will also have to have a wind monster to
Yeah, that's what I'm
special
saying.
summon.
Yeah, I don't have. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a target for because I have to have a win target for this motherfucker. Um. Let's see.
You could try to snow if you don't mind banishing most of your hand.
I'm thinking about it. I have to think of a target. That's the problem.
Oh hey, Dav1313, welcome to the chat.
Hello.
I am doing this because I am trying to get more practice actually remembering to like declare my effects and whatnot in the actual game, like the paper game.
Fucking. For M pen, is it only if I attack M pen or is it?
It is only if you attack M pen, yes.
Okay, that helps me so much. Normal summon.
Uh,
Out phase.
on normal summon,
Yeah.
Dreaming Town,
Normal summon level 4. Oh yeah, go for it.
Eaglin, Eaglin
Chain
effect.
Eaglin. Chain Eaglin. Chain on Eaglin.
What are you
I'm gonna
chaining
banish
Eaglin?
your Eaglin.
Oh, that's funny. And by funny, I mean terrible.
I was really hoping you'd normal Eaglin.
uh,
Is that great? Tell me that's great.
oh, that's disgusting. Yeah, that's fine. Take my 200.
um, this is a quick effect, right? So then, oh wait, then there's an effect. When this card declares an attack, you can add one Edgem chain from your deck to your hand. So I'm gonna add the Edgem chain.
Wait, hold on. This thing has other effects? What the hell?
Let me grab the Edgem chain. Let me grab the Edgem chain.
I swear, if the fact that this effect came up makes the difference, I'm gonna be so mad.
Listen, we're working on it, okay? Like I'm trying my best here. Declare.
Okay.
Banish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh.
Uh, 7, because you don't play from your extra deck. Response? Oh, well. Yeah, okay,
I'll
that's
chain Called
yeah.
By on the Snow. Why not?
I hate you. Okay, let me just do that really fast, and then it's gonna banish again. I just had to think. Activate Tragedy Engrave.
Uh, Tragedy's effect says if it is banished by a card effect. I believe because Snow banishes for cost, Tragedy doesn't activate. We can look this up.
I think you're right because it's also when it's discarded. I know Mercurier still procs when it is banished. Let me look at Mercurier's text really quickly. Ba-dum. You can send this from here.
Wikipedia's ruling section is like awful. It just like lists the card text again. Like it doesn't tell you anything about actual interactions.
So I think the difference is Mercurier is if it is banished, whereas this is if it is sent to the grave or banished by card effect. So
Yeah.
it's not
According
this
to
is
Reddit,
specifically
which I
not cost.
know Reddit, but still Reddit,
Yeah.
Reddit says being banished for cost does not activate its effect.
I'm trying to think. Do I lose still? I don't know. Can you kill me next turn?
Uh,
15,
I will
29.
say I just found a card that probably does it. Uh, Via Unexplored Winds, tribute your Edgem Chain and my Rabina to summon Apex Avion.
Okay.
And then I think that's game. Unless you have a
Let's
response
see.
to the normal summon somehow.
Wait, so are you popping the Edgem chain?
I'm tributing it with Unexplored Winds. Or sending it. It's
No,
not technically a
that's
tribute.
game. That's game.
Yeah. Wah. 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 Eaglin for game, baby!
That was so funny. My hand was just like I didn't draw any of my like power spells. I just drew like all my starters. So I needed you to like play a monster so I could discard the edge imp So or like discard Edgimp and like I was gonna wait for you to get 2 monsters, and I was gonna send Edgimp and Dessa Tragedy and go like plus. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you already saw I had the D barrier face down, and I actually drew the other Twin Twister.
That's so funny.
Just draw all your Twin Twisters. I think I have time for one more, and then I should take a break for dinner.
Gotcha.
Like one more best of 3.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
wanna go first, please. Yeah, let's see. Not
A word?
again. Not again.
Really?
Oh fuck me, dude.
Why?
It's like this is my problem with this deck. Is like it's so powerful, but like it's not easy to brick. I'd say like it's a 50-50 on whether you brick or not.
Yeah.
Or like I'd say it's like a 7 out of 10 chance.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Standby phase, anything?
Nope.
The main phase?
Nope.
Activate D shifter.
Okay.
Activate Pot of Duality.
Can I droplet under D shifter?
You cannot because it has to send to the grave.
Hello, sinful.
Hello, Sinful Desires. Welcome to the chat.
But go for it.
Duality is fine. Yeah, so if I remember correctly, I think Valor, Droll, maybe Lancia at this point. I forget if Lancia says send to grave or just discard. And
I think
like,
it says tribute.
oh, maybe it's fine. Which of these am I adding to hand? I think I'm taking Stree to hand. And then 2 top of deck, 2 top of deck. Shuffle up. It's going good, Sinful. I won our first best of 3, and now we're playing another one. Casual is a good friend of mine. We both play IRL together. So we're both getting some practice in. I'm playing the deck I run whenever I go anywhere, and he's playing the Despia deck, which I don't know if you've actually taken to an event or something.
I've taken it to 2. I went 4-1 at the first one, and at the second one I went 2-2 because I made a misplay on my round 1. I forgot to declare Dramaturge, and I didn't get to and I was playing the mirror, and Dramaturge in the mirror is crazy.
True. I mean, I don't know, but it seems like it would be. Next, I'm gonna Jack in the Hand you.
Okay.
So.
What did you add off of Duality, by the way?
Stree.
Got it.
So I'm gonna. I think you know the drill by now. Eaglin, Rabina, Stree. Which one do you think I don't have?
Give me the Rabina. Give me the Rabina.
I'll take the Eaglin then.
Yeah.
And this goes back to the deck. Yeah, I haven't actually done any of the like online tournaments. Let me see here. Let's try for this. I'm gonna normal summon Eaglin and attempt to do that effect.
Okay. I don't have response because I can't activate Droplet under D shifter.
Haha! Gotcha!
You got me. I'm dead.
I'm gonna go for an M-Pen, and then I'm gonna normal summon that Stree that I got earlier. Stree, you know what? I'm gonna banish Shifter because it means Shifter is live again in the future, and that is very funny to me. And then I'm just assuming you have no more responses at this point.
No, go off, King.
M-Pen, banish these 2. Chainlink 1 M-Pen, Chainlink 2 Eaglin, Chainlink 3 Stree.
The Despia deck? I was able to trade for like 90% of my Despia deck. The only cards I actually had to buy were Guardian Chimeras because I wanted to trade those, and I had to buy one of my two Masquerades. The rest of it was like I got purely off trades, which was really nice, like the branded openings, which are
Yeah,
way too expensive.
yeah, those are expensive. I will say the Fluandries deck, the build I use is actually like
Probably
as
cheap, right?
cheap as a Yu-Gi-Oh deck is probably going to get for how
Yeah.
well it does. Because I don't play the Pot of Prosperity, and that saves
Yeah.
a lot of money.
Yep.
I think
I mean, like
did
my
I show
Eldritch
you I
decks.
was adding Dreaming Town off of MPen?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. And then I'm gonna decline the normal summon off MPen. I'm going to. Am I gonna do anything else here?
No barrier statue.
Yeah, no barrier statue.
Sus.
I'm thinking if I want to activate something or if I want to save it to use during your turn. I think I want to save it. I'm going to set 2. Oh, I can actually battle phase.
Yeah, you can hit me.
27.
Got it.
Because especially with the Fluandries deck, I think the quick play is like 15 or 20, which is like not nothing, but definitely not the most expensive card in the world. And then Mega Ryza used to be expensive, but then they reprinted it like right after I bought it. So it's probably a lot cheaper now.
Dude, big heck. Why do I have not the card I want? Sword Souls are good right now. I know a couple of people that took Sword Soul to the regional today, and they're
Yeah.
doing decently well. I think they went 5-3 and 6-2.
I think Sword Soul was the deck that like topped, like got first place at YCS Hartford. So
Yeah. Heck. I mean, Mystic Mine got top four at like all of top four at YCS Hartford first
I
off.
kind of hope we get like an emergency ban list that bans Mystic Mine. Even though Mystic Mine is good in my deck, I
It should
kind of
just be
just
at
want,
one.
like, I don't want to play it because I already get enough salt for bringing this deck to places.
Oh, I almost got like boxed when I took my Eldritch deck to places.
Let's see. Standby main. So
Shelf.
I am going to de-shifter you again.
You de-shifted me again? Hold up.
Yeah.
How do I call Judge? Hold up. I'm spamming call Judge. It's not working. I'm getting hate crime.
So,
Yeah.
what do I do here? Let me think. I am going to. Let's just go for it. Normal summon Eaglin
Okay.
effect.
I am not allowed to respond because de-shifter go burr.
It do go burr. I think I grab Apex off of this, just like even more. Don't let you play Yu-Gi-Oh. And then Stree, declare Stree. I think this time I'm gonna banish your Fright for Patchwork, just
Fine.
because. And then normal summon Apex. I'm gonna banish these, and then I'm gonna add them back to hand with their effects.
These are interesting cards.
I'm not. I'm talking to Sam right now. This is the deck Sam plays. It's a grave. I will activate. Actually, I don't think I get to activate effect because it was face down, so I think I just take the 27.
Uh, you take your 27. I think it actually does activate. I think it does activate. I don't know. Well,
I'll just take
either
it as I
way,
can't.
all
Yeah.
I'm doing is ending my turn.
Draw. Activate polymerization.
Sinful. I think the builds of Sword Soul that are doing well right now are like. By the way, I'm gonna negate this poly. Uh,
You're gonna negate it?
yeah, with Apex.
Okay.
But like, I think the Sword Soul builds that are doing really well right now are actually going second, and they just main deck a bunch of like lightning storms,
Wait,
droplets.
I might have had a response to that. Give me a quick second.
Oh, you might have.
No, I didn't. I didn't. It's fine. To grave. What did I do here?
Okay, it's gonna make. I was gonna put that back so you could respond, and then it wouldn't let me cancel that.
This is banished, right? Or is that
Oh
not how
yeah,
D-Shift
that
works?
should be banished because D shifter is still a thing.
Yeah, this is also banished. So Edgem wouldn't have procced.
Oh, that's right. I should
Uh,
remember my own cards more often.
end turn. All right. Go off game.
Before end of main phase.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Dreaming Town.
Okay.
Eaglin. Is Eaglin fine?
Yeah, go for it.
Grab my last target out of the deck.
Okay.
Stree. Oh, wait, crap, this is bad. Stree has to banish my only graveyard target, and then Ryza sucks.
Fetch body.
I'm going to decline Stree's effect. Yeah, I'm going to decline Stree's effect.
Okay.
Do you still want to end your turn?
Yeah.
Cool. Standby. Main. Oh, man. You're just going to droplet me for my life savings, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's coming. And I don't know if I can do anything about it. Tell you what. I will. Question is, do I force you to use the droplet now, or do I like try to go to the battle phase and try and make you use it in the battle phase to not die? I think I go for it now. I'm just gonna go straight for normal summon Ryza attributing the Stree Eaglin, and then
Let me know when you declare effect.
I'm gonna declare Ryza effect Chainlink 1. I'm gonna declare my effects first because I always forget. And then I'll do Stree and then Eaglin. And then Ryza targets are going to be your face down monster that it won't let me click for some reason, my D shifter in Grave, and then the middle of your sets. I don't know why it's not letting me click them.
So my response: activate Forbidden Droplet.
Okay.
Send. Send this card to grave. Negate that. So tragedy just sits in grave.
Oof. Yeah, I think I have to let that happen. So Rises at 14. Because Droplet sends for effect instead of cost, you do actually get your tragedy effect here if you would like.
You resolve your chain first.
Oh yeah, I get my all-important Stree and Eaglin back with no targets left.
And then I'll add in. Let's Oh, I have options actually. Hold up.
I don't like that you have options. I was hoping you were dead.
Um, fuck. How do I go about this? How do I go about this? Can you declare MPen? Um, what do you think? Can you declare MPen on when you attack, or is it only when I hit you?
Uh, it's whenever it battles, so either.
Whenever it battles. Okay. Trying to think this through. Um, I'm sorry, Belly. So I have to add this to hand.
Okay. Uh, attempt to enter battle phase.
Okay.
Game unless you do something.
So I will add tragedy back to hand.
Okay.
And then I will banish tragedy and dramaturge. You to special summon Quertus. And then dramaturge effect will activate. I can special summon it, and I'm going to special summon it in attack position
Okay.
during the summon window.
So I have the option to redeclare here.
Yes.
I will redeclare into. Uh, Quiritis is good. Dramaturge is good. I think I would rather not let you just make all of my monsters very, very small. So I think I'll redeclare into the Quiritis.
I'll activate I say Quertus because I can't speak English.
Its effect
Um,
does say during the main phase.
it does. Hmm. Wait, oh, you initially declared attack with that. Interesting. Okay, so this goes to grave, but it activates its effect when it goes to grave,
Yeah.
which
Or does it?
is
If this face up card in its owner's control leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, it left by
oh,
battle.
true.
Gotcha
That is what
again.
fuck. I have to try harder now. Okay,
Reading.
it's hard, dude. Like,
It really is. Main phase 2. I'm gonna set one and pass.
all right. I'm waiting for it to give me the glowing green light.
Oh, I forgot to hit enter, and that's probably why you don't have the glowing green light.
Okay, let's see now. What can I do? Hmm. Okay, so standby main. Normal summon Albus.
Normal summon is fine.
Alright, I'm not activating his effect.
Interesting.
Move to battle.
Moving to
Attack
battle is
Empen.
fine. Attack declaration is fine. I will do my effect in the damage step unless you have a response. Ah.
I will discard Adjunct Chain, sending Albaz and Dramaturge to grave. You to special summon this card out.
Interesting.
And then chain link 1 Lubellion, chain link 2 Edgimp.
Those are fine.
Okay, so Lubellion, I have to send a card, so
Oh
send this
wait,
to grave.
do you want to special summon that Lubellion in defense position? Because you're gonna have some problems otherwise.
What do you mean?
You cannot activate.
Oh, yeah, to defense. I see what you're saying. Okay. And then Edgimp will add a Frightful Patchwork to my hand. Where the fuck is it? Did I have a better target for this? Let me see. And then, oh, I forgot, and Dramaturge as well. We'll get the special summon because it was used to fuse. Set this card.
Are you in your main phase 2 now?
No, we're still trying to hit you.
Then that set card shouldn't be there yet. Is my
Why?
Was the set card
Oh,
set off
I
of
see.
the
I see what you're
defense?
trying to say. Yeah, I see what you're trying to say. My brain went smooth for a second.
All good.
Trying to think. Can you activate Monarch more than once? Like, can you activate it during your turn again? If
Like
its
my
card
Rise
is.
of
Oh
the
no, it's
Megamon?
yeah. Oh
It's
no, it's only when it's tribute summoned.
it's only when it's tribute summoned.
Oh, cool. Fuck this card.
Damage step, Empen effect.
Oh wait, how did you stop my? Oh wait, is that not once per turn?
First of all, it's once per battle, and second of
What?
all, Super Poly cannot be activated in the damage step because it doesn't have anything to do with damage modification.
Oh.
So I let you do the Super Poly because all that would have to change there is you would have had to declare it on attack declaration instead.
Oh. Interesting.
But as I was saying,
No,
damage
I get
step
fucked up. No,
effect.
you win this game.
Yeah, gotcha. All
You got
right.
my ass.
So honestly, siding this card out against you worked very well last time, so I think I'm gonna do that again. What else do I side out? I think I side that out. You know, I think we just side out like a billion answers to you and just hope we win. Am I happy with these? I think I am. I actually think I kept in one card that I sided out like last time we played, but we'll see.
What a hand. This is an atrocious hand. I want you to know. I keep getting really rough hands.
Might have a response.
Okay.
Now, you said you opened Atrocious, but does Atrocious mean no access to Branded Fusion in hand? I think...
Okay.
Actually, even if I let you get this, how far do you go?
Whenever.
You probably go pretty far if you don't have Branded Fusion, and I let this go, so I'm gonna Ash this. And hope that you don't have access to Branded Fusion in hand. Alright, good sign, you're setting cards.
Oh, what the fuck just happened? What did I just set?
Did it just
What
go
did I
to
just
the
set?
top or bottom of
Yeah,
the deck?
I think I just accidentally did that. To set.
Oh.
You don't see that. Why is it activating it? No.
Hello there.
Wait, to hand. Set. No, why does it keep clicking things?
Could be
Okay, I want to
anything.
just summon this. Please, please just be normal. Declare.
Effect
Send
is
for
fine.
cause. Please. Alright, go off, King.
Alright. Draw for turn. I'm just insane. You know what the best part is?
Patchwork, and what was the last one? Droplet.
You
Oh,
know what the
actually, I
best
can
part
droplet
is?
that.
I
No, I can't.
bricked. You
What?
probably could have come back from that.
Fuck that. It wasn't earned.
Want to
Oh,
do
that
one
was
more?
so
That
much
one was
pain.
kind of quick.
I actually need to start getting ready to head out. I have to pick somebody up at like 9 o'clock.
Okay, then I should probably stop for dinner.
Yeah. Oh, pain. GG's, Sam.
GG's. Before I sign off for the night, since we actually have some people here, hello. Uh, whatchamacallit? Here's the deck list. Aside from the Nightmare Unicorns, this is what I'm running in my like real life deck. Any questions, class?
Sam. Mm,
So what I actually did against you is I sided out the dimension shifters for my spell and trap removal. I don't know if that was the right call, but that's what I did. Is he gone? He might be gone. He is gone. By the way, I have a Discord. Let me see if the command actually still works. The command appears to be not working. Tell you what, let me do this over on my other monitor in case anything pops up that I shouldn't let everybody just see. There's the Discord link. This one's going to expire in 7 days. I'll try and fix the command with the Streamlabs thingy so that the other invite I have set up will actually work. But feel free to join there. I am not as active in there as I should be, but if you want to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh, if you want to talk about not Yu-Gi-Oh, if you want to know when I'm going live, that's the place to do it. If you liked what you saw here today, give me a follow. Always appreciate it. If you've got Twitch Prime subs, also appreciated. I stream every Tuesday, and I've been trying to stream twice a week, but the second stream a week has been a little dicier. Sometimes it's been Fridays, sometimes today it was Saturday. Next week it might be Saturday or Sunday. Sometime around the weekend, usually, at least for now. It's also dependent on my work schedule. I don't work during the weekends, but I work during the week. I get busy during the week. I got stuff to do on weekends sometimes that isn't work related, but you get the idea. Anyway, on Tuesdays, I stream Persona. Right now, I'm in the middle of Persona 4 Golden. I've been playing through every Persona game in order since I started streaming, like 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. Holy shit, 2 years. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for the night. Go eat dinner. If it is dinner time wherever you are, I suggest you do the same. Have a good evening. Hopefully, I'll see you Tuesday.